Hello, this is Ron Snyder of Plan to Win Software, and I'm going to share with you a brief overview of a webinar we recently conducted entitled Manage Your Territory by Working Your Plan. First of all, let's define our terms. There are two aspects of territory management. One is the assignment. In other words, what geography, what accounts, what vertical market is someone to pursue. And the second part is the territory plan to achieve your objectives in that assignment. We're going to be talking about the territory plan. We recently synthesized over $1 million worth of industry research and found that sales leaders and teams are struggling. Here are some industry averages. For example, 53% of forecasted opportunities did not close. Those are opportunities that were forecasted to close. 26% of forecasted opportunities, actually, there was no decision made. 25% of sales organizations have a win rate of less than 25% and a 40% quota achievement. Those are low numbers. But on the other hand, top sales organizations have a significantly better win rate. So there's got to be a better way. We believe territory planning is a key element in that better way. Here, industry research shows that the top selling organizations had 3 times bigger deals, 10 to 15% higher win rates, and it also shows that sales reps who do good account planning are 41% more likely to achieve quota. And account planning is a very important part of territory planning. We reviewed 3 best practices in the webinar. The first was strategic territory planning. The second was focusing on top accounts and opportunities. And the third was coordinated execution. Let's talk for a moment about the importance of having a territory plan and a process to support the team in executing that plan. We talked about the process that you could implement, looking at the 13 weeks of the quarter and putting in place things that you would do and the team should do at each step along the way of that 13-week process so that you create a cadence to create momentum and ultimately accomplish your goals within the territory for that quarter. Another important element is to involve the customer. One thing that we found has very, very helpful is doing customer quarterly business reviews. Using your plan and going into a meeting with the customer, talking about how you can help them achieve their business goals, how you have helped them achieve their business goals, how you can resolve issues, identify new opportunities, and doing this, we have found, brings out senior management in the customer account, often which you might otherwise not been able to have access to. So the second best practice that we talk about is focusing on top accounts and opportunities and the importance of having selection criteria to help you do that and determine which are the must wins and what is the plan to win in those accounts. And we shared the GE research that showed that 30% of prospects are 3 times more likely to buy, and how GE identified 10,000 new prospects that had not been in the top prospects that sales management had been pursuing. So the best practices in this category are making sure you have criteria to prioritize accounts and opportunities, work with your team to identify the strategies to win in those, and use those plans to allocate time and resources most effectively to win in key accounts and opportunities. And the third best practice we talked about was coordinated execution, and how important it is to have the sales manager work with the sales rep and coach them to create good plans and execute them. One of the things that we have found to be very, very helpful is to create a micro market plan. This is for geographies or vertical markets where you either are new or you haven't done very well. And we found that by engaging the team, leveraging the knowledge across the team, the current momentum in current accounts and prospects, identifying new targets, and following up on a regular basis has made a huge difference in geographies and vertical markets that you really want to target. The fundamental notion in coordinated execution is actions need to be guided by strategic objectives, and those objectives can be found in the plan of record, which is something that you and the salesperson, the territory manager, can manage toward. And this is how you actually use that to coach people to do an even better job. And the research showed that the impact of sales coaching is dramatic, and this is very important in helping people achieve their goals in their territories. You can see 19% improvement in sales performance by sales coaching, a incredible impact on customer loyalty. So we talked about 3 best practices: strategic territory planning and having a process for doing it, focusing on high payoff accounts and opportunities, having selection criteria, and then allocating resources effectively using that, and finally, coordinated execution and effective sales coaching. We also discussed the key elements of a territory plan. Uh, those, of course, include being driven by goals, by analysis, creating strategies and tactics, prioritizing accounts and opportunities, uh, then creating account and opportunity strategies, making sure you're leveraging the partners, even informal, in your territory or vertical market, having action plans, and then leveraging reports and dashboards from within Salesforce.com to get the visibility that both the territory manager and you, the sales manager, need. Well, if you'd like to get a copy of the slides, we have it available on our website. We also have a manager's checklist that help you create a process across the 13-week quarter for managing territories. We have white papers, articles, and of course our blog. So please feel free to contact us if you have further questions, like to get more information, or would like to see a demo on our Territory Plan Pro app that works in Salesforce.com. Thank you and best of luck.